გამარჯობათ, მე ანდრიუს Kalindra ვარ ლიეტუვის ელჩი საქართველოში. ეს იქნება ინტერვიუ კანალი Movement-ი.
გენჭირდება თავდაპირველ ვერსიას, რომელიც პარლამენტმა საიმოსვენით უკვე მიიღო, უცხოური გავლენის გამჭვირვალობის შესახებ კანონს გთხოვთ ჩართოთ კენჭისყრის რეჟიმი. ყურადღება მიმდინარეობს კენჭისყრით.
ზუსტად ამ წუთას, როცა ჩვენ ვიწყებთ ამ ინტერვიუს, საქართველოს პარლამენტი ცდილობს დაძლევის პრეზიდენტის ვეტო, უცხოური გავლენის გამჭვირვალობის შესახებ კანონზე. რა არის თქვენი პირველი შეფასებები?
So many statements, so many views and perceptions have been shared by European partners, by Euro-Atlantic partners, by the different politicians. We see that already a month Georgia is kind of framed in a way within the one topic. Georgia became the country of one main topic. And the big question is, does it bring the reputation to the country, reputation to the government among the European and transatlantic community? And we have the answer in this regard. As never before, the European leaders are discussing the developments in Georgia, and not necessarily in a most positive manner, because if the country is willing, indeed, to join the European Union, the country has to be among the leaders in many policies, including in ensuring the freedoms, all the freedoms and liberties. And this issue, indeed, is becoming of European importance.
თუ კი ვეტო დაიძლევა და კანონი მიიღება, როგორ შეიცვლება ეს ურთიერთობა? რა იქნება შემდეგი ნაბიჯები?
What happens next?
All the doors and windows are open. Will they be open? I'm not sure. So that's why this is the momentum just to go through these windows, and we're ready to extend that hand of support, hand of welcoming to the European Union. And this is indeed, I think in 10 or 20 years we will recap that period as the one where the political will is about just to enlarge the European Union in a very short period. This is already in 5-6 years. So that means that either we kind of behave, or we are about just to lose that opportunity.
What about legal assessment?
რაც შეეხება ლეგალურ შეფასებებს, როგორ ფიქრობთ, კონკრეტულად რა არის ამ კანონში მიუღებელი ევროკავშირისთვის? თქვენ რა გაწუხებთ ამ კანონში ყველაზე მეტად?
While the country is about just to get to the doors of the European Union, everything what is happening with the country, it has much broader context and interest, of European interest. The question is, what has changed since March 2023? And I would say that the temperature in the year has changed. It's not legal yet, as the law has not been passed, but already the temperature has changed. This is about the message to the partners, the message to the people, the message to each and every one through the legislative initiatives. And this initiative that was set by my minister, by many ministers, is incompatible with European norms and values. This is incompatible with the 9 recommendations that were set up by all the leaders of European Union and were welcomed by the Georgian authorities when the EU candidate status has been granted half a year ago.
And Georgian
საქართველოს მთავრობის არგუმენტი ხშირად ისაა, რომ ზოგიერთ სხვა ევროკავშირის წევრ სახელმწიფოებსაც აქვთ ეს კანონი. მე მაინტერესებს, ლიეტუვას თუ გააჩნია ამგვარი კანონი?
has the same law.
We do not have the same law, but we have a law regarding eventual foreign interest that is directed to the restriction of any capital originated from the eastern countries to be coming to the Lithuanian strategic sectors. Would be telecommunication, would be port, would be financial infrastructure, etc. We have a legislation that says if the countries, even the private entities wishing to invest in Lithuania, in the strategic sectors of Lithuania, we do not wish that this money were originated from Russia, Belarus, etc. because that's about the soft influence, just to secure and to save our future and development. So we have to do that based on the norms and values, not at the the numbers or the assets or the investments that usually do not bring peace. They just bring only that negative influence, and this is subject to the eastern countries.
ლიეტუვაში ეს კანონი ერევა მედიისა და არასამთავრობო ორგანიზაციების საქმიანობაში.
No, this is just subject to the investment to the strategic sectors of economy. Once again, would be port infrastructure, airports, the banking sector, the main energy enterprises. So this is only subject to the eventual investment to the strategic sectors of our economy.
And our country
ჩვენს ქვეყნებს საერთო მეზობელი ჰყავს რუსეთის სახით. ისევ აღიქვამთ თუ არა რუსეთს ყველაზე დიდ საფრთხედ თქვენი ქვეყნისთვის, რადგან აქ საქართველოში ხალხმა ამ კანონს რუსული კანონი შეარქვა და ისინი ფიქრობენ, რომ ეს რუსეთიდან მომავალი პირდაპირი საფრთხეა, რომელიც საქართველოს არასტაბილურობაზე ახდენს ზემოქმედებას. თქვენი მოსაზრება როგორია?
Georgia's instability. How do you think?
We do sense that this legislative initiative is redundant and is just incompatible with the European values and norms. We as donors, we do provide all the necessary information to the government of Georgia, to everyone actually about our projects that we are funding, and they are very small scale projects, but still we do that. Even I would say even more. Our the society of Lithuanians in Georgia community, they have launched, they are operating within the legal basis right now. They are thinking about the deregistering of that community of Lithuanians in Georgia due to that eventual perception that every one of the members may be treated as the foreign subject to foreign influence or subject to foreign other kind of subtitle. And this is about the feeling, and this feeling, this is it in place.
So
ანუ იტყოდით, რომ რუსეთი ყველაზე დიდი საფრთხეა.
Well, we do see that very unfortunately everything what is being originated negatively in the European continent is subject to the Russian so-called imperialistic interest. And we have, as never before, we have to be much more united, much more working together in order just to dismiss that influence. That's why, we're saying as Lithuanians, we're saying no to Russian investment and money in our economy. We're saying we don't need Russian tourists in Lithuania. We don't need that Russian world in a way, unless Russia has not changed itself.
do you have
თქვენ თუ იცით, ვინ შეიძლება იყოს გლობალური ომის პარტია?
Well, I think that by providing or by naming anyone, we have to be very responsible. Because just to name the Global War Party, anyone who is affiliated with the European or transatlantic community, it's it raises so much concerns and worries at the same time. Because in our view, we have only one war party. Would it be global or local or European? This is same Russia that is originated in Kremlin. This is who just are bringing not a peace, but bringing the tragedies, bringing the instability and unpredictability, bringing just loss of lives and will and passion and faith for the future in many countries. So as my minister stated during his visit in Tbilisi, yes, this is only one global war party that all of us will have to fight against, including Georgia and Lithuania. This is the Kremlin. This is the only one.
გაბრიელიუს ლანსბერგისი ახლანხას ეწვია საქართველოს. ის არ იყო უბრალოდ პოლიტიკოსი ევროკავშირის ერთ-ერთი ქვეყნიდან. იგი ძალიან ფამილარულად ჩანდა ხალხის თვალში. თქვენ როგორ ფიქრობთ, ჩვენს ორ ქვეყანას, საქართველოსა და ლიეტუვას, რა აქვთ საერთო?
Coming back to the 1989, the 9th of April, the tragedy where the Georgians lost their lives for the independent and free of Georgia. The dissolution of Soviet Union started in Tbilisi. If not that eventual success of the people of Georgia to preserve their spirit for the freedom and independence, we don't know how it would have happened, the later events that took place in Baku and then finally in Vilnius on the 13th of January 1991. So this fight for the freedom is very much that just does unite us, of course, and then we have that same neighbor, and also we have that same will just to be as much as possible affiliated to the Western values, because that ensures our kind of just way of thinking, way of expression, way of our livelihood. And my minister came here 2 weeks ago, just together with the Latvian, Estonian, and foreign minister of Iceland, just to bring few messages. First, that all of us having in mind that all the very tense agenda. We are here in Tbilisi for 24 hours, so this is very serious sign of our concern about that for law on foreign influence. The second, this is the political and may have the political outcomes. And the third is that if the trajectory is being shifted or derailed, we're not sure that all the countries will be ready to support Georgia as they did support before. And they came here because they do kind of do dear about the Georgia.
How strong are
რამდენად მჭიდროა საქართველოსა და ლიეტუვას შორის არსებული ეკონომიკური კავშირები? შესაძლოა ეს კანონი გახდეს მაგალითად ორ ქვეყანას შორის ვაჭრობის შეჩერების საბაბი.
between Lithuania and Georgia?
But every businessman, every business community, before we launching any of the activities, they are assessing all the environments. If you would ask me, do we receive just calls and questions from Lithuanian people who just already were booking the touristic packages to visit Georgia, etc., etc. Is it safe or not? Yes, we do receive numerous of such a kind of inquiries right now. Is it indeed kind of safe and good to visit Georgia? Well, our answer is yes, this is safe to visit Georgia and please come to Georgia, but once again, that feeling that already is being spread, is being in the minds of the people, this is a different feeling because it has never been before us as we did receive such a questions.
არადა საქართველოს დიდი რაოდენობით ღვინო გააქვს ექსპორტის სახით ევროპაში.
The wine industry is not that we should focus too much about it. I think that overall the reputation of a country that comes with everything would be sports, people, trade, investments, wine. This is that we should pay much more attention. And trade, it will go, but the results of the trade usually are following the reputational risks afterwards in a longer period of time.
ჩემი ბოლო შეკითხვა. უკვე 40 დღეზე მეტია, რაც დაუსრულებლად მიმდინარეობს პროტესტები საქართველოში. რა ეტყვით ახალგაზრდა თაობას, რომელიც არაპირებს დანებებას?
Well, first, I would say that this is the generation that most likely have been born already in the democratic and free Georgia, and this is the big difference. During my meetings with the students, I'm kind of encouraging them to join and enjoy politics, because through politics many things do happen in our countries, not just to be the side person of all the developments. This is for them to decide through the elections what kind of a mandate is being given to the parliament and to the government through the democratically elected parliament. Because democracy is about to respecting each and everyone, not naming will be a traitor or an enemy, but just respecting.
I'm asking you, sad, meet the bar.
Zirpaso megobrebo gilosaft. Დამოკიდებლობის დღეს და ძალიან გისურვებთ მშვიდობას What else I can just say? That it's there is no more dear issue in our life than just that spirit of the freedom. So let's work together just to make it happen and to make it forever. And we will be very happy with just sitting around that same table in Brussels, would be European Union or NATO with Georgia.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.